Morning, guys. It's Nancy. I'm just turning on the camera. I'm going to sit down for about an hour and do a little crafting. Thought I'd turn on the camera, let you join in. So it's Sunday morning. My husband's gone to a guitar show. So just me and the cat. I tried to make a bed for him because sometimes when I'm in here, he just cries and cries and cries. So I tried to make a bed in here for him, but he's not interested. I had a nice fuzzy pillow and a box for him. You know, cats love boxes. So yesterday I was at, hubby and I went away Friday overnight. We went to Port Huron, Michigan for the night. Just to get away and do a little shopping and see something different. And on the way home, I stopped in a little town near Sarnia called Petrolia, and they were having their town-wide yard sale, and it was cold. They've had a lot of rain down there, but I was they had 2 days, Friday and Saturday, and we didn't get there till like noon. So a lot of people were just sort of moving things to the boulevard to throw out, and they were 2 days of tired of yard sale. So I got some really good deals. I got free stuff. So I think these are bracelets. I'm not sure. Or something. Anyway, I got these at a church. And I found a label on it. It's Leah Sophia. My niece-in-law used to rep this jewelry company. So I know it's rather pricey stuff. Dish to put my beads in. I don't know if I can use those. I don't know if I can use the beads, but I can certainly use the charms. So I'm just going to take these off and I'll look at them for a day or two. That one's permanent. So that's a pretty charm. This one says hope. Anyway, I went to the church yard sale and the lady said, do you want a bag? We'll fill a bag for a donation. Oh, all right. So I didn't fill a bag. I just picked a few things. So I got a couple of old receipt books. This one says Joy. I got a couple of books. Some old vintage decks of cards, and these two bracelet-y things. Oh, that's an interesting one. Look at that. I like that. This says love. So I just gave them a $5 donation. I think I could have given them anything and they would have merrily taken it. You know, it's a long haul, especially, you know, elderly ladies. People, oh, there's a little heart. People who are, you know, running these churches now. You know, the congregations are getting older. So it's a long haul for the old girls. I know, because I'm getting old. Well, there's some interesting bits in here. Some of them are not going to be any use to me at all. But You should definitely give jewelry a look when you are out thrifting or yard sailing. What else did I get? Oh, I was at one house and there was nobody outside. Like I said, it was cold. But he had all of his stuff still open out, so I went and looked. He had a lot of old books. So I started going through the books and I pulled out, maybe a dozen. I figured he was going to ask me $1 a piece for the books. And he came out and he said, again, he was an older man. He said, I'll tell you what, if you take you take them all, I'll sell them to you for $1 a box. And I said, well, I'm only interested in these 3 boxes. And he said, well, all of the boxes of stuff are $1. So he had some tools and stuff, some Christmas decorations. I did get one box that had like an old chocolate box in it, and I thought, oh, well, that's kind of neat. It had Christmas bulbs in it. I wasn't so much interested in the bulbs or the lights, but I did like the box. So I took that, and he's like, okay, there's 2 boxes of books left. I'll give them to you for both for $1. And I said, I'm sorry. I'm just, there's nothing in there I want, and they would just get thrown out. So I donate them somewhere. So he did, or he said he was going to. And he said, are you a teacher? And I said, no, I'm a social worker, but I like books. So there was some old school books. There was lots of stuff about economics and some local history kind of stuff. So Petrolia has oil wells. That's always fun to see the old pumps pumping the oil out. I don't know how much they actually get out of the ground anymore. Anyway, so I imagine when these were new, they were a bit of money, but not anymore. So what have I got here? I got some cool beads in here that I'll go through later. Whoop! And I got 2 of these. So I must have sent a heart flying somewhere. Oh well, I'll sweep it up later. There we go. So you'll notice that I finally got, ooh, I don't know if I showed you this or not. I finally got my old, well, it's not an old, it's brand new. I finally got my glass mat out. So I could make sure that, I was in frame. I see that I can kind of move up even another inch or 2. I was just putting some stuff away and I found these old seals. So these ones are all flowers. These ones are all Canadian. These are cute. I love these. think I know what I'm going to do with those too. But in the meantime, I will put them back. Okay, so earlier this week, I was working on some patterns. So I've got all my pages cut and reinforced. Went through a lot of glue. So I've got 44 pages there. I won't use them all in one project. I got some card. I didn't cut them all down into tags. I left some in case I wanted to use them for other stuff. So I'm just going to hang on to those. And I made a bunch of tags. So I've stitched around them and I'm ready to start decorating these. So let's spend a little time. I pulled out some other things that I've had. Some bits of paper that I've cut. This was an old sewing instruction book, and it's got some kind of cool stuff in it. Like these, I like these. And I don't know if you remember seeing these in a previous haul. This was some time ago. These are fabric samples for men's jackets, suits, and I already started cutting some off. I guess the first thing I should do is ink though. So let's do that. Where is my... I need my... Sorry about that. I needed my telephone book. And again, I'm using Gathered Twigs, which is my preferred ink color. I hope the lighting is okay. I've got my lamp, but I've moved it so that there's no glare. But I think it's casting a shadow. Maybe I should put it on the other side, because I am... I am right-handed. How are we doing? We'll see how that works. So the punch I used to shape the top is this job. So you can put in strips that are 2.5 inches, 2 inches, or 1.5 inches. I cut all these down to 2.5 inches. With the exception of one that is slightly narrower. But I gotta figure out what to do here to reinforce the hole. Should I use black to match the thread? I was trying to think of something sewing related that I could use. Let me see what I got here. Holy cannoli. Ugh. Come on, you. All this organizing, I got things just jammed in there way too tight. Got these big snaps. wonder if I have any black ones. I'd like black better. No. Oh, I think these are too small. No, that's not too small. Ooh. I'm going to ink that first before I permanently fix it. Because the punch does emboss it a little. Okay. Just gonna add a tiny bit. Shoot, that was more than a tiny bit. Fabri-Tac so that it doesn't come off. I'll put you back where you came from because I might use you for another thing. So that's pretty cool. Alright, I've got these ones. That's kind of small. But lots of little black ones. Maybe I don't have as many as I hoped. Getting off track here. Alright, let me put the lid on that. And this one's only got one on it, so I'm going to take it off. Put it on a different card, and then I can reuse that card in something else. Put that over there. Yep, off track. So when I was in the US on, well, yesterday, we were only there, we were exactly 24 hours gone from home. We left about 4:30 Friday afternoon and came home yesterday afternoon at 4:30. I got some really cute shoes. Little flats. Kate Spade, actually. At TJ Maxx. And what else did I get? I got a couple of pairs of spring pants for spring. And a dress and a couple of tops. Doug got a pair of shoes and lots of t-shirts. Told him I was going to throw out all of his t-shirts because he is a consummate slob when it comes to food. He wears everything on his chest. We cannot get through a meal without him dropping something. So all of his t-shirts are getting really spotty and yucky, and I said, enough, like throw them out. But those are my favorite t-shirts. You can get new t-shirts. So he got a bunch of t-shirts. I think he said he got 5 altogether. So hopefully that means we can throw 5 out. I did go to Joann's and I got over to Hobby Lobby. Joann's had some stuff in clearance, and all the clearance stuff had additional 25% off. So I got a couple of things that I think will be interesting. Okay, let's see. What's too small? This is too small. That's a good size. These are on the small side, but I will use them. Put you guys back in the jar. I'm not going to do all of these. I'm just going to do a couple right now. And we'll do the rest off camera. But I'd like to have a couple just to work on while we're together. And of course I had a coupon, so I used my coupon at Joann's. And all this Park Lane stuff, a lot of the paper was 50% off. So I got a package of these glue sticks. I like them. They were not on sale though, but I did, like I said, I did have a coupon. And she actually, when she rang my when she rang me through, the coupon came off twice, and I looked at the receipt and I thought, I don't know if this is right, but well, okay, so there's 2. Let's do one more. So if you didn't see the first video, what I did was the pattern instruction sheet that comes in sewing patterns. I cut them into the pages, and what was left over, I glued 4 layers together and then made the tags. Oh, and then I used a piece of the tissue pattern itself and glued it on both sides to lighten up the text or the images, so that these could be written on, and that the text itself would sort of recede into the background. So it's interesting because some of them, like this one that I'm working on now, has embroidery instructions, or applique and embroidery instructions actually. I love vintage sewing stuff. Today actually I'm gonna go out a little later. Is my coffee empty? Oh dang. I'm gonna go out a little later. Value Village has a sale on. It's their 50% off sale if you're a Super Savers Club member or whatever. It only refers to clothing, shoes and accessories, bath and bedding. But their sewing and yarn and stuff falls under that bath and bedding. So I will be getting me some of that. at 50% off. So hopefully I'll find some good vintage stuff. Okay, now I started to cut some stuff out the other night. I don't know if I'm still going to use it or not, but so I had this piece of fabric and this piece of fabric. I even saved some words from the book. So I want to ink that up a smidgeroony. So it's not so white. It says that expensive look. I don't like that at all. Well, she needs to be inked up. Let's get you inked up, baby girl. Maybe I'll make the edges darker. So this is the vintage photo. I'm just gonna see if that helps. I'm going to cut her legs off. All right, let's see how that looks now. That's better. Gonna add a button, I think. I know what I'm gonna do. Do I have any gray seam binding? I have gray seam binding. I'm just seeing if there's some that isn't that wrinkled. There's a little piece of black. It's not as wrinkled. Is this black? That's black. All right, let's see if this works. So I'm making that really raggedy on that end. And then this is a bead reamer. Look at the glue on my fingers. And I find this really helpful to move things around. Especially fussy little things. Is that long enough? Yeah, let's go all the way. What the heck? Told you I sent my Cricut, maybe I didn't tell you. I sent my Cricut home with my daughter-in-law when she was here. And she is having a hoot with it. She has sent me pictures of all the things that she's been making. So I can't tell you how thrilled I am that it's getting used. And somebody's actually enjoying it. Okay. Okay. I cut myself. Rats. Come on. I was disappointed that I didn't see anything craft and sewing related yesterday at that town-wide yard sale. Not even at the church. That was a real disappointment. Okay, I need a button. Ooh, I love that green one, but I can't do green. Look at that green button. Just seeing if there's a gray one that I might like better. I think I need to go black. Look at this one. That would be awesome. I'm tempted to see if I can cut the back off. I'm worried I'm going to cut my arm off. What the heck is this? Look at this one. It's like a black velvet on gold. Hey. So I just got my little pliers here. Yes, I am bleeding. But that was from the earlier cut, not... I have given myself wounds crafting twice. Both times I cut myself so bad I had to have stitches. This one here, I had to have stitches across here. Actually, both times my sister took me to the hospital to get stitched. So I have been wounded in the craft battle. See if scissors will do it. Oh, I'm trying to cut off the wrong one. Okay, see if I can get this just a little. My husband would be freaking out if he saw this. He hates seeing me with a knife. If I'm cooking, he'll come up and he'll do all of the, dicing of peppers and onions and stuff for me, because he knows that it's entirely possible that I will cut something off. Do I like that? Or do I want a button? After all that work, and I think I like the button better. Okay, I'm gonna need to sew this. I don't know if I have any black thread handy. Got my machine all... I'll use this dark gray. Got my machine loaded up with black thread because I use black to do the zigzag. One, two, three. So tomorrow's the big day. I go to the oncologist. I want to thank everybody for their well wishes. I have to admit I'm a bit of a nervous wreck about it. But that's okay. It'll be fine. I just need to get through tomorrow. It's not that I think I have a reoccurrence, but it's just stressful, right? Okay. I think that's pretty solid. I could have glued this on and not hand sewn it, but one, I don't want it to pop off, and two, it just takes a second, and the thread makes it look all that much nicer. Keep that nearby because I might be adding more. in its little jar. Here, you sit there for a minute. This one's running better. So yard sale season is here. Next week there's quite a few townwides that are scheduled. Sorry, I wasn't sighing. I just forgot to breathe for a second. Oh my goodness. You know it's bad when you have to remind yourself to breathe. Okay. I must say, I'm happy with that. All right. Let's take a look at the next one. Is there a word I want to use for you, baby girl? Getting cluttered. Ouch. I just opened up my cut. How about Tailored Classics? Oh, this one's smaller. I think I'm going to go with the smaller one. Maybe I'll make this one look like a bit of a banner. It would be nice on here is a little bit of bling. Maybe, instead of a button. That's not me. I'm not very blingy, but think I can cut this apart. I don't think that adds anything to it at all. Okay, where's that other black button I liked so well? There it is. Bye, bling. Well, let's look for another button. This time I think I would like something a little burgundy-ish, maybe. It's not burgundy, but I don't like it. Nope, 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 nope. I'm going to give myself 10 more seconds to look. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Okay. I think we got a winner. I have 2 of those, actually. I'm going to leave it out just in case. You guys get back in here. This I think I can throw out. Okay, here we go again. See if we can cut this off. Where's my... Where's my pliers gone? Oh, pliers. Oh, they're there. Okay. Okay, everybody hold your breath. Yep. 1. 2. Let's see if I can. Good enough. I like that side better. Is that blood? Hmm. I think I need a different word. Sorry. I just, I think that these are too similar in length. Maybe I'll just do one that says fabrics. What's this say? Maybe I'll just do skirts. What the heck? We'll do skirts. That's better. Like, I don't want it the same length as her sleeve. I think that's going to be okay. I'm worried about that. Oops, sorry. I'm worried about that coming off. Trust it. I just need to trust it. All right. So that's 2. I'm not liking that. It needs to recede a little bit more. Yep. I was not liking that flower. I don't like the straight line either. So let's just switch it a little. There. That's better. Okay. I had this little sewing machine cut out. But I think I will go with something that looks similar to these so that it's a matching set. I also had, oops. I also had this cut out, but it needs a longer tag for sure. And I do have some longer ones. Okay. I love these. I'm gonna fussy those. Okay. Those are cute. I like that too. These are all neat. Oh, I think I got a winner. And there's a word I like. Details. Okay, where did I say I had a winner? also like this one. There's a corner cut off of it, but that's okay because I think I could put this up high on the tag and then layer the fabric over that corner. And this does have details, so like the princess seam lines and the buttons and the trim. I should look at the clock. How are we doing for time? Oh my gosh, we're over an hour. So what I think I'll do is I'll shut off the camera now, and when I'm done this, I'll post a picture on Insta. And you can see what the final tag looks like. Just using my utility knife to cut this out. Hopefully I won't cut off my arm. Or her arm. That didn't work. It's time to snap off that blade, I think. Okay. Alrighty, so we will talk to you again soon, ladies. Bye-bye.